We need this done by Friday. 5 simple words that strike fear into the heart of really anyone. But what if I told you that mastering time isn't about working faster, it's about working smarter? I'm Chris from Your Project Pro, and today I'm going to reveal the scheduling secrets that separate panicked all-nighters from smooth, on-time delivery. Hey, welcome back. For our newcomers, we are all about making project management click. Last week, we broke down projects into manageable pieces using the work breakdown structure. And today, we're going to organize those little pieces into a timeline that works. So let's start with scheduling fundamentals. Project scheduling is like choreographing a dance. It's about coordinating who does what, when, and in what order. At its core, effective scheduling requires understanding 3 key elements: task dependencies, and so some tasks might happen before others can start. You can't frost a cake, for example, before it's baked. Identifying these dependencies is critical. If you get them wrong, your entire timeline can fall apart. Our second one is task durations. So how long will each task take? Be realistic here. Studies show that we typically underestimate task duration by 30 to 50%, and when in doubt, add a buffer then. Remember, it's better to finish early than to miss a deadline. And if you're unsure about a duration, talk to the person doing the work. They should be an expert in that work and should be able to give you a better idea of how long it'll take. Our third one, speaking of those experts, is to understand our resource availability. Having 5 tasks doesn't mean you need a person for each one of them, but it does mean that you can't assign all 5 tasks to one person simultaneously. Your schedule has to account for who's available and when. A practical example is, imagine launching a new product. Your marketing materials can't be finalized until the product features are locked in. That is a dependency. Now, if a design takes 2 weeks and your designer is on vacation next week, that will affect your timeline, and that's resource availability. Once you understand these fundamentals, you will be able to visualize your schedule, and there are 2 powerful tools that can help: Gantt charts and network diagrams. So Gantt charts, these show tasks as horizontal bars across the timeline. They're perfect for seeing when tasks start and end and who's responsible for them, and are there any bottlenecks that might occur. Think of them as your project's roadmap. They show where you're going and how long each leg of the journey will take. Network diagrams focus on the relationships between tasks. They highlight the critical path, which is the sequence of tasks that determines your project's minimum duration. We'll take a closer look at critical path next week. So early in my career, I managed a website redesign that was constantly behind schedule. We were missing deadlines left and right, and the turning point was when we created a detailed Gantt chart that revealed our problem. We had scheduled our developer and designer to work simultaneously on tasks that actually needed to happen sequentially. Once we reorganized the schedule, we were able to deliver on time and with much less stress. There are a lot of different tools that you can use for scheduling. For simple projects, again, a spreadsheet would work just fine. You could use an application like Trello for visual task tracking. For medium complex or more complex projects, you could use a tool like Microsoft Project, Smartsheet, Monday.com, Asana, Wrike, any one of the other project management tools out there. And really, there is no one right tool for the job. Really, the right tool is the one that works for you and your team and your project needs. Here's a quick tip for you. Schedule backwards from your deadline. Start with your final delivery date and work backward through dependencies. This immediately highlights impossible timelines and forces honest conversations about what is actually achievable. And there you have it. The power of proper scheduling. When you master this skill, you'll transform from constantly playing catch-up to confidently delivering on time. Next week, we'll dive deeper with the critical path method, a technique that we use to identify which tasks truly drive your timeline. If you found this helpful, Please like and share it with someone who you think will benefit, and subscribe for future practical project management tips. Make sure you check the description for a link to my website with additional resources available to you. And drop in the comments, what was your biggest scheduling challenge? Hey, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.